Mr. Earl, what do you regret the most in life?
I deeply regret not listening to my daddy.
And what did he used to say?
Hell if I know, I didn't listen.
That video you just watched was completely created with AI using a platform called Google Veo 3. There's people with profiles on social media exclusively using this type of content to go viral, which in turn makes them money on social media, either through promoting affiliate products, just from the ad revenue, and there's a lot of different ways you can monetize this. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through A to Z exactly how to create this content so you can do the same exact thing. So in the case of Mr. Earl here, we can see he's got 30,000 followers on this particular account. And just look at the views on some of these. We got these pinned ones up in the millions. All of these down here are in the thousands, most of which are well over 10,000, 40,000, 41,000. And every single video on this profile has been created using this method I'm going to show you. And this person doesn't ever have to get on camera. They're probably using AI for 100% of the process. There's minimal thinking. It's just a matter of knowing the process and knowing this one set of skills allow you to create this type of content, which certainly this person is probably monetizing. Now this is another one here, Bigfoot TV vlog. Certainly we've seen this one before. I know it's been all over my feed. 1.2 million followers, 7.7 million likes. This is a particular series of AI videos that just took off on social media. So what's that unique idea you can come up with to get a similar result?
I just want to introduce myself and say, hey, morning friends, check out my breakfast. Fresh morels and chestnuts straight from the forest.
As you can see, it's simply just a series of clips all generated with AI in the style of a vlog. And they just took these different clips that were generated, put them together, mashed them up into a single video, and they always use them to tell some kind of story. The same way you would if you were to do a personal vlog style content, but it makes it interesting because it's a Bigfoot. So let's get into the process of how you can actually do this. So if you come over to Google and type in Google Veo 3, this is the name of the software we're gonna use to generate the actual video. And if you come down to what's the first organic result, Google DeepMind here, and click on Veo, this is where you're going to want to go. Now on this first screen, you're going to go to try and flow. And then on this screen, you're going to go to create with flow. And once you get here, it's going to prompt you to create an account, but don't worry, it's totally free. There is a paid version, a pro version. I do have that because I use this all the time. You can see here's some of my projects right here. But when you come here for the first time, you'll be able to create a profile totally for free. I'll put a link in the description for you to go ahead and get that. But what we want to do is click on New Project right here at the bottom center. And in here, you can have quite a few options to work with. So under this drop down, you can do this a few different ways. What we're going to use in this particular video example is going to be text to video. So we're going to select that. And then over here, you have a few different things you can select as well. I'm going to choose one output per prompt, and I'm also going to use Veo 3 Fast. Now, you can test and play with some of these other ones. Veo 3 Fast is the one that's going to give you the Bigfoot videos or the Mr. Earl videos. And right here is what's called a prompt box. You're going to type in exactly what you want as a video, but it's very picky. So if you just kind of throw anything in there, it's not really going to work that well. I'm going to show you a way to get the perfect prompt for anything that you want to create that you could just paste in here really, really easily. And for that, we're going to come over to ChatGPT. So this is ChatGPT. You can create a free account here as well. We'll put a link in the description if you don't already have one. And in here, there's a very specific prompt I'm going to give you to use. All right, so I've just typed in my prompt into ChatGPT that I'm going to use to have it give me the prompt I need to put into Google Veo 3. And the trick here is to talk to ChatGPT the way you would talk to another person. Give it as many details as you can and be super clear and direct. So let's break this down. I need you to create the perfect prompt for Google Veo 3 that will create a video for me when I paste it in. I want the video to show a middle-aged man, slightly gray hair, wearing a tuxedo, looking exhausted, sitting at a picnic table in a park. These are just random details I thought of. You can do the exact same thing. The man has a 5 o'clock shadow and is displaying an exhausted, tired-looking expression, like he can barely keep his eyes open. It's early morning, the sun just rose. In the video, he opens his wallet to see there's no cash inside and says it goes just as quick as it comes, again in an exhausted type of tone. Adding these details in, making sure I'm very clear. Any stone you leave unturned with these is going to affect the result you get at the end, and then you'll have to start this process over if your video is not what you want. So it pays to be very detailed right now. Before saying his line, he takes a deep breath in and lets out an exhausted sigh. The camera angle is facing the front of the man about 45 degrees to the side. Lens is eye level. It's slowly panning to directly in front of the man. It is hyper-realistic looking. So every detail in here is going to play a significant role, right? So like up here when I mentioned slightly gray hair, middle-aged man. If I just put older man in here, it could generate a really old-looking man, right? And that's not really what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for, and I think we all have this vision in our head based on this, is I'm looking for that man that's middle-aged, the typical guy that's just grinding it out, trying to support his family, right? And that's the visual that I want to create. And who knows where this guy was all night, but this guy wound up in a park and he's got no cash left in his pocket. Maybe it's a scene from a movie, who knows? But whatever you want, you can have VO3 generate it for you. And so by using ChatGPT, you can get the perfect prompt to put into VO3 to generate exactly what you want. So at this point, I'm going to send this off, and then ChatGPT is going to respond with the prompt I should paste into Google Veo 3, and you can see it's printing it out right now. So as you can see, ChatGPT actually added some pretty good details for us, right? The early morning light casts a soft golden glow, long shadows stretching across the grass, right? Additional details that it comes up with that we may not have thought of on our own. So it makes for a better result. And now it's prompting me at the bottom, do you want to also format this into a Google Veo styled structured prompt? To which I'm going to say yes, because it is going to give us more control. It is going to give us a better result. And now all I have to do is respond yes, and we're actually going to get that. That's why ChatGPT is so great, because it will make it easier for us to get better results. So at this point, I'm just going to copy this whole thing, and I'm going to take it back over to Flow, and I'm going to paste this right in here, and I'm just going to hit send. And what this is going to do is start generating this video for me, which will probably take about 5 to 10 minutes. But once it's done, we're actually going to be able to watch this video right in Flow and see what we think. And while that's happening, just to give you an idea of the power this thing has, there's nothing stopping you from taking an image of yourself or very clearly describing yourself, or even putting a picture of yourself into ChatGPT, having it create the perfect description of you, and then using that description to put yourself inside of this clip, or something that looks very closely resembling yourself. So there's a lot of options here. There's a lot of freedom, a whole lot you can do. But now our video's done. So let's go back over to my screen and let's watch it and let's see what we think of it.
It goes just as quick as it comes.
All right, so you can see here, there's a couple little issues that came up with the video, right? It looks really good. It looks pretty much the way I envisioned it, right? Now, I think we're missing that slow camera pan, right? We didn't get that piece. And also, obviously, the wallet at the end, I mean, it just kind of, here, look, it just kind of stands itself up, which is a little strange, but
Comes.
it just kind of leaps itself up in the air and tosses itself back on the table. So what we would do at this point is we would go right back into ChatGPT, basically describe what went wrong, and then go ahead and have it modify the prompt slightly so we can fix it. So I'm gonna go do that right now, and then we'll come back and see what the next result is. So we're back in here. This is our prompt that we put in, and so I'm just gonna come down here and tell ChatGPT what I wanna change about it to get a better result. So here's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna type in the video looks exactly how I wanted, except for a few things. One, there's no panning of the camera. It's directly in front of the guy, should be slightly off center. The man should also never make eye contact with the camera, and the camera should slowly pan off from center towards center. And then at the end, the wallet jumps up in the air off the table on its own. It's not possible for that to actually happen. I want the man to toss the wallet out of his hand over his shoulder in frustration. So I'm just talking to ChatGPT as if it was a human that went and created this video for me. And this isn't unusual. This is something you'll have to do probably with every video, is just let it refine a little bit. Again, at the end of the day, we're getting a video that if we were to actually film this would take a lot of effort. Just going on location would take more work than what we're doing here. So it's totally worth it to really dial these in and get them as good as you possibly can to make high quality videos with. So now I'm gonna take the new prompt, come back over to Flow, and I'm just gonna put it right down here and have it generate a new video for me. So our old one will still be right here. We're not gonna lose that. But this new one is going to start generating for us, and in a few moments we'll be able to watch it and see how it turned out. All right, new video is ready, so let's give it a watch.
It goes just as quick as it comes. It goes just as...
Not bad. So it captured pretty much 90% of what I had described, right? So if we remember the original prompt, we've got the lighting and the environment, the time of day. All of those elements are executed perfectly, in my opinion. We have a very disheveled looking man, slightly gray. He looks like that middle-aged guy we were going for. Collar is loose, tie is loose, suit is all dirty, and wallet's empty. And we didn't get that over-the-shoulder toss like I was really aiming for, but I think the motion, the movement we have here really captures the same look and feel and tone of what we were originally going for. So that's passable. That's acceptable to me. I'm good with that. We didn't get that slight camera panning. We still are directly in front of the camera, but we did remove the eye contact he was making with the camera. So that's good. And in my experience, it is very hard to get that panning the way you might want it. So if you're looking for like a drone type of shot, that's the only way I've been able to get really good panning if I'm asking for a drone type of shot. But whenever I'm looking at a character and I'm having a character do something so specific, I do have a hard time in the past getting that panning to work out. And that's a small enough detail that I'm able to forgive that. Like I mentioned, we're about 90% to where we wanted to be. And so this is good in my opinion. I can use this in so many ways. I can take this and it can be a short form video that I can upload. I just crop the sides and make it vertical. I could also use it as a B-roll, like an overlay on a video like the one I'm filming right now. Maybe I wanted to insert a clip in the middle of this tutorial to put more emphasis on something. I could generate something like that with Google Veo 3, just like this. And so the use cases are kind of endless. Now, if you wanted to go a step further, what you could also do is create multiple scenes using the original prompt. So that would involve just coming over to ChatGPT, saying, I want the same man, but this is the next scene. And then you just describe what the next scene is. So maybe in the next one, you have him 90 degrees off on the camera angle. He stands up, he looks, and then he just collapses to the ground, right? So you could describe that, get that scene, and now you can put those clips into a video editor after you download it, and you'd be able to get exactly what you're looking for out of Google Veo 3. And in no time, once you get proficient at this, you can create some really high quality videos solely using AI. So what's your next step? How do you actually make money doing this? Well, there's a few ways. One way, one business model, one monetization method is you could go for views, you're getting volume. And that's gonna be a grind. That's gonna be a long haul. You can create some really funny, really viral stuff that'll get a lot of views with this for sure, but you're kind of banking on that eventually taking off and happening. What if you could start making money with content like this, even with 200 or 300 views, or even as soon as your first week? Well, there's ways to do that with other business models. And probably the best way to do that is by promoting digital products, either products that you created or products that other people created as an affiliate. So basically what that means is you're going to find something you can sell, some kind of problem you can solve. And the same way you'd come on and talk about it and advertise that product if you were to come on camera, you would just use these AI videos to do essentially the same thing. And if you go to our channel and you look through some of our very recent videos, we've actually got quite a few that talk about exactly how you can get started doing this. And I'm going to link one of those in the description, and it'll also be somewhere on the screen right now. So go ahead and watch that next. That will teach you exactly what to do so you can start monetizing this. And hopefully this helped. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and we'll see you in the next video.